Hello everybody, today we are here to generate unlimited images using AI locally in your local machine, not in the cloud. The main objective behind is this, like if you generate images from ChatGPT, Gemini or any other AI models, you get limited image generation in one day, right? So how to generate unlimited images? So that's what we are focusing today. We'll be using ComfyUI and models, some local models, to generate unlimited AI images. We can also generate unlimited AI videos, and I'll also make that tutorial. If you want that, you can comment in this video comments below so that I can make that also if you want to see that. But today we are going to focus on generating unlimited number of images using AI locally. So I'll be now switching on to my recording screen. If you could see, this is just a ChatGPT prompt that I have given about installation. You can also use ChatGPT to get workarounds, to get installation guides, and then you can refer this video. Also, I'll be using my blog to put on all the content here, to codes here that you see in the video, so that you can refer. These are the minimal commands. You need Python, which is by default installed, so you don't really need that. You just need the git and build essentials. So rather than you following that, what I would do is I would just go and install by myself sudo apt. I already have git installed, so I don't want that. I may install only the build essentials here because I already have Python and VNV. So depending on your machine, you can install all of these that are required. So I will just install the build essential. I have that also. I have everything right now because I was making a tutorial on llama.cpp earlier. If you have seen my other videos, if not, you can verify GPU. So it's saying me to make a directory of AI and store all of the folders there. Okay, why? You need not do this. You could directly clone ComfyUI. Okay, if you want to install in your home folder in Ubuntu, you could do this. Directly go to step 4. But why am I doing this? Because I am storing, I want to store my models, not whole ComfyUI. Now there's a difference. Like if you want to store whole ComfyUI installation in your different SSD, or if you want to only store the models part in your ComfyUI and some other part, but keep your ComfyUI installation in your home folder. This is because because of Python dependencies and getting faster results, you should install ComfyUI in your local folder, local Ubuntu folder, and then storage can be anywhere, or you can install everything in your local folder. In that case, you don't need to go through step 3. Okay, but I'll be creating, this is my external, not external, internal SSD, but that's a different SSD. So there I'll make a folder of AI, so I made that folder, and inside this folder I'll make some other folders needed by ComfyUI. So these are all the folders that are needed: model, output, workflows, downloads, datasets, training, and all other stuff, and then model folders. So I'll be making the model folders also there. Okay, so these are all the model folders. I can go to my SSD. This is my SSD storage. Now I can see that it's AI folder is made, and these are all the folders made. You can keep only the model folder also, but just for the sake of making it, I have kept all of the folders differently, separately. Now this is where you get to clone and install ComfyUI. Okay, so in my case, let's just do this in my home drive. So and I'll go inside ComfyUI once it is installed. So I am already in my home drive. If I do ls, I can see these are all the folders here inside ComfyUI. So ComfyUI has been downloaded, it has been cloned rather. Now you have to go through the installation part, where you have to make your Python VNV and install the required tools. Now let's go. Let me clear this up a little bit. Now I need to make a Python VNV. So just check if you have Python. If you are using Ubuntu, it will be there by default. So you can check the version. In my case it's Python 3.14 installed, so that will do. That's the default that comes with Windows, Ubuntu 26. So I will install the venv. Okay, sorry. So I made a venv. Now once I made a venv, I can install that. I can activate that. Sorry, it is inside the venv. You can type in and activate the virtual environment. So just for the sake of checking, you can do pip freeze and check there's nothing installed. So I am inside my virtual environment, so I can begin installation by requirements, using requirements. So let's see, pip, you can install this. Okay, let's go and install the upgrade and setup tools that is required. Let me check. Yeah, let's just install this first. Setup tools. That being said and done, pip version, if you want, I have already upgraded, so it's okay. Now what you have to do, you could do, where is the requirements? Okay, fine. So this is the PyTorch CU13. Now mind you, if you are using ChatGPT, it may by default give you the installation command for Torch of CUDA CU 12.8 or something like that, less than 13. So this is version 13. This is required since my NVIDIA card has CUDA 13 version. You can check that, NVIDIA SMI. Here you can see I have a version, CUDA version 13.2. So I need similarly 13.0 or more version here in order to work properly with this CUDA driver, NVIDIA CUDA driver. I have NVIDIA RTX 5070 graphics card which has 12 GB of VRAM. So this will take some time for installation. You can just go and test it. So these are some testing commands given here, so you could use them to test it. It should give you two. You can run this to check your GPU card name, that will be shown to you. Mine is 5070. So fine, can now go and install the requirements. So it will install all the requirements needed by ComfyUI installation. After that you can run ComfyUI, but in specific cases we can run ComfyUI just after this by using python main.py, but not for my case, because I will be like installing this here in my home folder, but I'll be keeping all my models separately in another SSD. So I'll have to give the path of that SSD where I will be storing my models, checkpoints, LoRa's, text encoders, diffusion models, etc. etc. So I'll have to use a YAML file to extra model.yaml file in order to point all those models there, so that ComfyUI would basically use that YAML file for loading the models for my default models. Also all the requirements are installed, so now we will create nano this file and we'll ask it to load all the models from this particular path. So all the models will be loaded. This will be the base path for all these models: checkpoint, LoRa's, embeddings, control net, diffusion models, clip, text encoders that will be using. So all of these. So let's press Ctrl O to save it and Ctrl X to get out of it. Let's clear the screen for now. So this was not needed to be done if you are not storing models in some other place, but I am storing this in other place, so that is needed. Now you can directly start from here by writing python main.py, and in this case it will run the ComfyUI and it will store the output in this folder. Like this is the ComfyUI folder that is made by the ComfyUI installation, and it has an output folder here, you can see. So here the outputs will be stored, that is the generated images or videos, anything. models here. I have models and diffusion model folders here also. I can run this directly, or I can specify a different output folder by saying output folder here. So I'll just copy this instead of typing. In this case, the output that we get will be stored in this particular folder here, so I am running in that way. So if I press enter, it will just check everything and it will start the server. So you can see it has started ComfyUI folder, ComfyUI here. Okay, I can copy this and start ComfyUI, but before that I would also like to install the ComfyUI manager, which is very much required for installing custom nodes. So this is the one. You just have to clone it, but before cloning it you need to make a custom node folders also where that will be installed. So I'll just close this server without running, just make a custom node here. Okay, so I have made a custom node folder. So inside this folder or directly I'll have to clone ComfyUI manager. So ComfyUI manager is nothing but it's a UI wherein you can use the ComfyUI itself to install different nodes, plugins, etc. without coming into this terminal. The install manager helps you install missing node from the workflows, already running workflows or already installed workflows. So let me get out a folder. Yeah, so here I can write now Python main, or I can write Python main with the output directory, this one. Okay, so these are some of the recommendations that ChatGPT has given me, so I need not follow those recommendations. ChatGPT's work is over right now, so let's go and try to run this ComfyUI. So you can directly run by python main.py inside of your virtual environment. It's all loaded, Comfy registry data done. So I can just copy this URL again to open up my ComfyUI. The installation is done. I just have to paste the URL here, localhost URL. So this is the first time when the ComfyUI loads, it shows you the stuff about templates where you can check out further templates and copy paste into it, but will not go through all of these now. I'll just close this, and this is the default ComfyUI workflow. It's a blank workflow, and here you can load models and you can create your workflows to generate images and videos. So this is a very good thing. So we'll use a very small workflow. So if you click here on the left hand side, you can see the workflows. We don't have any workflow. We can browse and store the workflows here, and here there's a model directory, so we don't have anything here. Also it would be shown if it's there. It's a node library. So these are all the workflows that you have. Here we have settings, so here you can see if you want to do something about settings, but leave that for now. And this is the manager that we have just installed, and if you click here, you can see here there's an option of custom nodes and about installing missing custom nodes in any workflow. You can directly update ComfyUI from here also, which is a very good stuff given in here. Okay, and you can run from here the workflow once you have made the workflow. Now in order to run the workflow, you should also have one or more models so that they can help you in running the workflow. Let's just dive in right now. Now before making this workflow, let us first download that model, the small model. Let me open this site and we'll go to Hugging Face. Go to this website, Hugging Face, Hypersensions and Juggernaut Reborn. So this is a very small model. Go to the files and versions tab here, and you can see this is the Juggernaut Reborn save tensors, .save tensors, that is the format, but further we'll be using gguf format, which is better for small VRAM. Can run higher models, but this is a small model, so we can use save tensors. So just click here to download this particular model and save it into your checkpoints folder. So let me just download and then copy into the checkpoints folder. Okay, So you can do that. We will then download the Excel model, the Z image model, other models also, and we'll just copy it. So I'll be pasting the references in the description and the blog on blog as well. So just download this. I'll pause, it will take some time for me to download. So my model has been downloaded, so let me just go into my SSD storage folder in my AI. Here in the models I have got checkpoints. So there are different types of models. They will be using diffusion models mainly later, but currently this is a checkpoint kind of a model. So inside this is stable diffusion model, so I'll make a folder of say stable diffusion 1.5, say 1.5, and inside this I'll paste the model Juggernaut model that I have just downloaded. Okay, it's copied now, so I'll again have to refresh this. So here you can see inside models I have gotten inside SD15 I have got Juggernaut Reborn model. So I pasted it and I can see it in this UI in the left hand side. I have got one checkpoint model. So let's create a basic workflow. This is unsaved workflow. You can save your workflows. Your workflows are saved in JSON format files. You can copy paste easily and share easily. So those are just text files in JSON format. So I'll load, first of all I'll have to load the checkpoint. Okay, so I'll double click here and I'll search for load checkpoint. This is the one, you can see load checkpoint. Click on this. When you click on this, it will come here and you can just drag here and find a suitable place where you can keep it. So I'll be keeping here on the, let's say here on the left hand side, and here you can see you can browse the model. My folder has only one model, that is Juggernaut Reborn model, so that's what it is showing here. It is selected. Very good. So you have loaded the model here in this workflow. Now let's go forward. You can also scroll your mouse to zoom in. Now I have scrolled it, so you can see this better now. Okay, now we can go forward. This model serves both for typing prompt also, so small model. So we'll use a clip model. So double click here again. You can see here you can type clip and you will get this, but by default it is so widely used, so it's here, clip text encode. It's a node where you can give your prompt. So I'll give this, I'll click this and I'll paste it here. Here I can keep a prompt. You need positive prompt and negative prompt. So I'll add one more clip. I'll double click and I'll click it again and I'll paste it below the first prompt. Let me minimize a little. Okay, so once I do this, if you can see in the screen, so now I have two prompts. Let me color this one to, let's say, green, because it is my positive prompt. Change the color of this one to maybe red, because this is my negative prompt. Both of these nodes are the same. It's a clip node, but we'll be using one for positive and one for negative. That's why we are coloring it. So you'll have to connect these two dots. These are yellow, so this will be connected, but this is pink, so this will not be connected to yellow. So it's very easy to know the connections. I'll connect this to here and I'll connect this model to here, because this model will give me both the prompts of positive and negative. Okay, so here we can give the prompt. The second part of the workflow is complete. Now go to the third part. Third part is the complex part, where we will have a sampler, and that sampler needs to be connected to all of these plus some extra stuff. So let me just double click here and add a sampler. KSampler. Okay, this is KSampler. We have KSampler Advanced, we have KSampler Select. We'll be using this basic KSampler only right now. This will do the main work of generating stuff here. So I'll just click in here and let it paste here. Okay, so you can see there are many inputs. A model needs to be here, a positive needs to be here, a negative needs to be here. Because this KSampler needs both positive and negative, that's why we are using two clip. So from this clip of positive, we'll connect this yellow dot to the positive. Don't connect to the negative because we'll be writing the positive command here. So even if you connect it here, it will treat that as negative. The workflow will run, but it will treat that as negative. So since we have colored it green, let's connect this here, and this is something for negative prompt, so we'll connect this here. And this KSampler needs the model also along with the prompt in order to generate the image. So you can, as you must have guessed it already, here we have model which is like violet in color, so we'll have to connect this model to the KSampler. So just drag this line from here, it will go from back side, you can see that it is there, go from back side and just connect it to model here. So KSampler has got the model, then has got positive prompt, it has got negative prompt. Now it has to get the latent, because generally computer generated images are basically the latent images that we cannot see, but in order to see that, we'll have to decode that and see that. So therefore we'll be needing one VAE decode node also along with that. So we don't have any image right now, so we'll add an empty latent. Let's say I'll just add here, double click here and say latent, empty latent. It has already appeared here, so you just click this, add this here. So you can see here we can specify the width and height of the latent, and since Juggernaut model is trained on 512 by 512 resolution, so I'll use this. This batch size is basically the number of images, latent images that you want to use, so that it will generate that much number of images. You can increase the batch size of generation from here. We'll keep 1 for now. Just connect this empty latent to the latent image here in KSampler. All the inputs are complete. These left side, they are the inputs, on the right side we have the output. So output we get a latent. That latent needs to be read by humans like us. We need a VAE decoder for that. We'll use the default one that's inside ComfyUI. So double click here and search that. You can see a VAE decode, right? So that's the default one. So you can see the details also on the right. So click that, paste it here, click it here to paste it. We have a VAE decode here. It requires sample image and it requires the VAE decoding style. So the VAE decoding style may be here. You can see in the checkpoint the model itself. So connect from the model to your VAE decode. So the VAE decoding type is now connected. Now the latent from here can be connected to here, and the model has generated this latent which we can give here as a sample image, and the VAE will use. We'll have a load image here, or rather than that we'll have a save image module here. So we need to save the image. So just say double click here and search this save image. Advanced is also there, but we'll go for the default one right now just to save the image. So we'll click that and put it here. This is the save image node. It will save your image to the ComfyUI output directory that we have mapped right now. Okay, now I'll click on this image and this will be saved here. File name prefix, in the sense whatever you give, this is a ComfyUI given here, so it will take this particular name and underscore the prefix, that is underscore 1234. It will take. You can write your own naming convention also. So this is the workflow. It's completed. We can use this now to generate images unlimited number of times. Okay, so write a text to generate image. What should we generate now? Let's test it. Let's go to ChatGPT and ask it to generate a prompt for us. You need to copy this and paste it in our workflow of here, the positive prompt. Okay, it has already given me the negative prompt here also. Fine, you need to separate this. ChatGPT has given me, let me first increase the size. Okay, so these are the negative prompts. So negative prompts needs to be kept here and positive prompt can be kept here. Okay, so this is an adorable fluffy kitten sitting in a magical whatever you can write. So this is what we want to generate, and these are the negative prompts. We don't want this. Okay, so just it's done. Just go and run. So once you run, you can see the workflow going on from left to right, and here we have got the image generated, and that's great, right? A small image, you can zoom it in and you can see this is the cat that has been generated. Okay, and this is also being saved. You can see my terminal here, it has used this particular model, it has loaded and it has generated in 1.97 seconds. In 1.97 seconds, that's great, man. Also, you can watch your card, performance of your graphics card in every second, like this. Utilization is just 4162. Okay, just 4162 GB out of 12 gigs. So that's a very small model and you are getting a good usage out of it. So let's you can see the seed is different and it has been randomized, so every time you run this workflow you will get a different you'll get a different image. Okay, so let me just run this workflow once more. Let me click run. You can see the fastness, right? Another cat. I'll run once more, another cat, right? In the terminal, these are the cats. This is the cat. In the terminal, you could see 1.23 seconds, 1.9. The first load will take more time, 1.97 second, and then the remaining loads will be faster. It's 1.23, 1.22 seconds. So that's it. Now these are being saved also to your directory. I'll go to my SSD storage, and in my SSD storage I have an output model, right? So you can see here I have the image stored in here as well. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 3. These are 3 different images. That's great. You can now save this particular workflow also. You can press Ctrl S, or you can go here, click here, and there are the options of file save as. You can click confirm and it is saved here. You can go to left hand side in the workflow. This workflow here has been saved by the name of Juggernaut workflow. Right, you can also go to your SSD storage, and here if you go to workflows, it is not saved here because I have not mentioned this in my YAML file. So in my home directory where ComfyUI is installed, here this is the user. Inside default we have workflows, and here we have Juggernaut image.json. So this is stored as a JSON file. I would also like to tell you about another website like Civit AI. Okay, you can search in Google, you can go to their website, and here you have got different models. This is a community based website. Community models are there, so you can go and search in and see. So I have just typed it. Sorry, I have not shared the screen. So you can go to Google and click on this Civit AI model out, and you can also search from here, say Juggernaut, right? So if I search Juggernaut, it will search the Civit AI website and it will give me the results. So let's try this Juggernaut Excel model. Open it in new tab here. This Juggernaut model is around 6.62 GB, so we can download this. This is better than the first version, which is Juggernaut Reborn version, which was very small size, 2.7 GB, but this is 6.62 GB, and you can see the samples here on the website. There are details here, shows how to use it. If you click on show more, it will show you. If you scroll down, you can see the recommended settings. You can have this much of resolution, so it is higher, much higher than 512. So you can also, I think, generate 1024 into 1024 style images, so that will be good. So VA is already baked in. This is cool, right? So let's download this and install this. I'll pause, download, pause, and then copy it. So I have now downloaded it. Now let me open my SSD storage and go inside models, inside checkpoints. I had ST 1.5, but now this is Excel model. So let me make a folder of name Excel and then paste it here, Juggernaut Excel. Okay, so this is an Excel model. It's taking some time to paste. It's 7.1 GB around. after downloading, which was written as 6.8, but let's see. I have copied it. It is completed, but I can't see it here, right? When I in my particular workflow, I have a load choke point, but I have only this ST515. So I'll have to refresh this in order to see the update. So when I go here now, if I click, you can see I can see the Excel Juggernaut. Let me maximize this more. Click here, you see this Excel Juggernaut. I can click this now, so it's changed to Juggernaut model. Okay, now I can increase this latent image size from 512 pixels to 1024 pixels. Sorry, 1024. Okay, 1024. Okay, nice, isn't it? Let me keep the same same positive and negative prompts, and let me just run this workflow in front of you. Let me arrange this. This is fine. Let me run. Okay, the workflow is now running. You can see there's a little more time being taken, and the first time will be more. Now you can see this is a bigger image, and you can see the quality of image. This quality of image is very different from that we had generated earlier. Okay, if you go to terminal, if I see my graphics card, around 8.8 GB is being used from 12 GB. It will not use that much. It's using because I'm also using OBS and recording screen and using camera at the same time, so I have more usage. But in your case, it may not be such high usage, but let's see. It is what it is, 8.8 GB. And if you could see, it took around 8.15 seconds to generate this particular image. Let me run this workflow once more. I'll click on run. It's running around 57%. Let me yeah, again it generated a different kind of image, a little different, not very different. Okay, I'll again, because it's following the prompt very properly, I'll click run once again. Let's say 3 times. That's the fortune. So let's see. Yeah, a different image once again. And if you go to my terminal, I can see the time that is decreased now. The first load was 8.15 seconds. The second generation took only 6.41 seconds, 2 seconds near less, 6.35 seconds again. So around 6.35 seconds you can say it will take for generation of images thereafter, after using your graphics card, around 8.8 gigs. So that's pretty cool, right? This is a good quality image, 1024 into. If you can go to your file storage, you have different option. You can copy from here, you can save in a different position also. So those are always there, but not that we're gonna use right now. Let's go to output, and you can see these 3 are the outputs. So this is a bigger file, definitely much bigger file than the earlier. You can zoom it and check as well. And again, go to second image. This is the second image generated. Go to third image. This is third image generated. Let us try something else now. Yeah, you could copy all of this, and let's go to my prompt area. Okay, just remove this, paste this, remove the negative prompt from here, Control X. Okay, and paste it here in this negative prompt area. Okay, so this is the positive prompt here, this is the negative prompt here. I have chosen Excel Ragnarok model. So I think I can now run my workflow. Let's click on run. So it's a different text now for generation, different prompt, and we got an image. Cool, different kind of image. I'll run again to get another image. Right, yep, you got another. You can also increase the size here. Yep. Okay, now what else can you, now these are the prompt. Let me just run it once again. Let's run KSampler VAE decode. Okay, come on, get in. Okay, now that's a cool image, not a bad image. You could again increase the size here. I can again run this, and let's see. You can see the percentage of running here as well as on the top. Wow, that's a cool image. Don't you agree about that? Let's go to my SSD storage. Yep, let's check these out. So this is the bunny image, not bad. First image. This is the second one with the butterfly also. That's very nice. So these are all the images that are being generated by Excel, and these were the previous images by ST1.5 small images. Wow, you guys have now learned how to generate images, unlimited number of images locally. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please like and share the video if you like it, and also subscribe to the channel and stay tuned wherein I can make more such tutorials of generating high quality images, and then after tutorials of making videos also. So tune in. See you in the next time. Till then, bye bye, take care, and peace.